Here we go, Nuke General, DEFCON FFA. Always fun, right? I love being Nuke. Nuke is so strong and free for all, so great.
China.
And we're off, here we go. So I actually didn't really know the rules here. Is this guy even saying what are the rules? I don't know what the rules were either. But I was like, fuck it, it's probably pro rules, right? It's always pro rules, so I didn't really worry too much or whatever. I went triple dozer because I was like, hey, you know, I don't actually know anyone who's playing here apart from this guy, Nurse. He's pretty good. He's pretty decent. But all the other players, I didn't actually know them, so I kind of make the assumption that they're noobs. And because of that, I was like, you know what? Let's go triple dozer. Have some fun. So there we go. Triple dozer, man. Triple dozer. Never go triple dozer. It doesn't ever work out, ever. When you have like guys like Shay, it just doesn't work out because, you know, they're like way ahead of you and like way faster, and they just come rush you with like one dragon tag and you're screwed. And yes, I am actually casting this sort of, or commentating after I played the match, because you guys were like, what the hell, man? We need more commentary and stuff. So there you go, you know? I listen, I can listen, you know? My girlfriends tell me I'm a good listener, so, you know, I listen to you guys too. It's all good. Anyway, so yeah, I went all out. I went triple supply. And that means I didn't have enough money for a war factory. Didn't rush, didn't do anything. I just go for money. And look at this. Look what a greedy bastard I am, man. Look at that. I'm moving that dozer up in the middle. Like, I want more supplies. You know? I just check the guy, like, who is he? Do I know the name? No, I don't know the name. I'm like, well, what are the odds that he rushes me? Quite low. So it's probably fine. So I went absolutely crazy. Oh, man. You know, you always need more supplies, right? Always more money. Screw it. DEFCON free-for-all. Guys, don't try this at home, you know? Don't try this on Shay, or Logica, or, you know, Sniper, or Malik. I mean, it's not gonna work, this strat. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. I just knew I wasn't gonna get rushed, and I was right, because, you know. Yeah. Anyway, so I got barracks up, I want to get oils. And, I'll actually get him tank hunters, just to be on the safe side, you know. Just kind of deter the guy just a bit, you know. Play it safe. Although this is really not playing it safe. Look at this, I'm just getting supply centers up and everything. I'm so greedy. I'm getting my third supply center in the middle. Such greed, man. Absolutely insane. So at this point, what I'm basically going for, the strategy I want to do is just like mass Overlord spam and just like kill whoever I want to kill. You know, that's the plan. And I'm quite late with my oil capture as well. Doesn't really matter. I see the guy next to me is China, so I know I'm in between two Chinas, which basically means that if you don't get rushed by the Chinas, they're not going to attack you anytime soon. Most of the times, Chinas will actually try and bunker, or they will be fighting someone else already. So because of this, because I didn't get attacked at this stage this early, I was like, I'm probably fine. So I get my second war factory up, and main reason is not to build battle masters, just maybe get a few GAT tanks out and stuff. Maybe get the GAT upgrade, you know, get that stuff that takes long, and then get a prop center, have a good time. So Cyan over here, you can see the worker. The worker's been standing there for a while, which means that even he's busy. He's fighting someone. So that's good news for me. You know, when you're doing this build order, which is a terrible build order, never do it. It's like the unlimited money build order. Look how greedy, man. Getting a third war factory out. This is crazy. It's insane. Look at that. I actually crushed the workers. So the guy's really busy over there, the GLA guy. And Purple. Actually, Purple is Gills. He's pretty good. He's alright. But I think Cyan is better than Nurse, that guy. So I'm just kind of keeping an eye out, like, who do I want to kill first? I actually forgot to get the capture upgrade, that was a bit bad of me. But, you know, it's not like I needed the money, right? I mean, how many supplies do I have now? It's insane. So I get some Overlords, get a command center, because, you know, last thing you want is some guy coming in with a combat Chinook or a King Raptor and just dozer hunting you. Mind you, I had 3 dozers, but still. And look, I have absolutely no protection in the middle, so it's just greed, boys. It's just greed.
Unit lost.
But it's working. Oh, it's like the beacon, strat center.
A beacon has been placed.
In case I get to level 3 and I need to carpet that little thing.
Upgrade complete.
And I'm like having internal debates here. Like, should I defend the middle? Should I just go back home? So I send my dozer back home. But I wasn't exactly sure whether I should try and spend some money, bunker up over there. But that's the thing, you know, I'm just seeing it as a nice cash grab. If someone comes and clears me from the mid, I just sell everything. And in the meantime, I would have earned a nice amount of money, you know. At least that was the thinking.
We have big plans.
Okay, get a few hackers, I think.
Unit lost.
There we go, look at that. I have a really nice army, not even 5 minutes into the match. And then here, look how nice, oh, how convenient. A guy has chosen to attack me. Ooh, that is so nice. Because that makes things a lot easier for me. Then it makes sense for me to attack him. And I don't have to worry about anything. So he decides to go for me in the middle. I don't even give a shit. I just send my overlord, like literally down to his base. I'm like, alright man, clear me from the middle. I'll just go ahead and kill you. So, you know, I do exactly that. All good.
One of our buildings. One of our buildings.
And suddenly everybody going for the middle.
Unit lost.
Gun barrel spinning.
You know, that's the thing. If you go fast middle and then you just sell it when you get attacked, you actually can get quite a bit of money out of it. You know, very high return on investment kind of a thing. So I get a few hackers now, and look, it's basically too late. My income is so absurd, right, that I have this really nice army. He did a nice napalm strike there, but I mean, it's just not gonna cut it, man. It's normal China. I mean, there's not much he can do. Unless he had like a bunch of elixers and took out my gats. Still going for the gats though, I think.
Upgrade complete. One of our buildings is being captured.
Here, look. Slowly, slowly, slowly. You'll find that people try and get rid of the middle. But the amount of cash I got from there is insane. And it was enough money to get an army up. And now I can kill the guy on my left, you know? So because of that, you get like the mini snowballing effect. So now I get this guy's oil. I get this guy's supplies, you know? So, not bad.
Congratulations, General. You have been promoted. You have discovered an enemy black lotus.
Okay, here we go.
Do it. Obey.
Of course. Yes.
Upgrade complete.
Okay, so satellite hack kicked in. I just have a quick look around. Okay, so Cyan, like I said, he's a good player. He actually managed to pretty much kill a dude and take the island. He's battling with blue. And I'm just trying to take out purple here. And I spot the nuke cannon. It's like, oh no! Kills one unit. It's only one unit though. Oh yeah, so purple's pretty screwed here. Alright, so I'm kind of worrying about Cyan, because I know he's a decent player. So I'm like, let me try and kill some of the oils there. And hopefully he won't get too mad at me. And hopefully Blue and Cyan will continue fighting. Gills says GG. Gills is out. That means I'm gonna go for those oils. And here comes the tricky part, right? So now there's this guy green here, and you got blue and cyan. And I have to decide what to do. Do I keep on snowballing and attacking, or do I sit back and build a bunch of hackers? You know, you gotta make the right decision here. And here, look, I killed the oil successfully, right? Both oils going down there for cyan. So I'm like debating, what should I do? What should I do? Should I go in? I could potentially kill cyan at this point, but he is engaging blue, right? So it is sort of worth it for me to have cyan and blue fight it out, because then they both keep losing units, losing money, you know, wasting units on each other. So I change my mind. I go back to the middle, you know, like try and claim it back. I got a nice army. You know, who's gonna fuck with me, man? Who's gonna fuck with me? Good ticket oil. And to my surprise, I find cyan. Ooh, what's he doing? So I try and scare him off, saying like, you sure you want to engage me, man? Just kind of like flexing in his direction, like, dude, you really want to fuck with me here? And he backs off, and I'm like, okay, that's probably the last, right? He's probably going to continue fighting blue now. And I try and get the middle, and I was like, you know what, might as well go for green. Because while those two are fighting, green is just going to sit here and make money. And right now, I have the army advantage. I can just take this guy out. So, here we go. Oh yes. Very delicious.
Building is complete. Enabling power train.
And then fuck Cyan shows up. What the hell, man? Like, what the hell? Like, go away. I'm trying to kill green. Like, do you mind? That's a nice mix strike out of green. That's pretty good.
Congratulations, General.
To get my overlords out there. Because here's the thing, overlords, they can actually survive the mix strikes, but if you leave the overlords there, they can actually die to firestorms. And green trying to do what he can. You know, a bit of a miss micro there with the new cannon. He could have fired it if he force fired. But it's hard, man. I mean, basically, if you have an overlord army like this in your base, there's no way around it, man. You're screwed.
What do you need?
Absolutely screwed. So I'm just trying to get more money.
The People's Army
All the money, man.
For China. We have big
Unit
plans.
lost.
Let's take a look. Overlord is
Mission
waiting.
ready, steady.
And green went full MiG, like really MiG crazy. Going MiG crazy is not a bad idea as such, but probably going heavier on the nuke cannons would have probably helped him out more. Would have been cheaper. Because MiGs are just a heavy investment, man. They're really expensive guys. Like, if you have 3 airfields full of MiGs, man, the amount of money that costs is just absolutely insane. So I'm just trying to kill this guy off.
Frequency damage on standby. Missiles.
On the left, it looks like sign has vanished.
Congratulations. You have been promoted.
And here's the dozer. You see that dozer of green? I start going like, man, why they always play freaking, you know, catch? Like you have to try and find the dozers. You're dead, man. And then this fucking happened. Like, what the hell?
Unit lost.
So the thing is, it was never actually said that it was no rules. So technically, the guy isn't breaking rules. Because it was never said it was pro rules either. So theoretically, if nobody ever says the rules, then by default, it's no rules, technically, right? So when this happened, I was like, oh shit, this is not good. So I lost a lot of Overlords just like that. And blue actually came to help green. And I was like, oh god, this is gonna get interesting here. And then I just kind of went little dozer hunt happy. I was like, that dozer gotta go down. And then I was like, oh, he already rebuilt the CC. Fuck, you know, shit. That makes me happy. But mine's on Internet Center. I lost my shit, and I'm like, man. Serious, man. I wanted to go for Cyan and stuff, but it turns out, look how many units Cyan has. So Cyan and Blue stopped fighting. Literally, the moment I took out Cyan's oil, and I'm like, man, all these guys are just bunkering, man, just waiting for me. Anyway, had a nice card there. Took out some enemies. Yeah, it's fun. So I'm like keeping an eye on all the dozers this guy has. Like, how many dozers does he have? Because here's the thing, man. When you go mid game or late game or even early game, dozer hunting is always a viable strategy to quickly take out a player, especially in free for all. It's a good strat, and yeah. So I'm starting to get nuke mids. Yeah. Because hey, if it's no rules, then we play no rules, right? Like what the hell? You just kill my overlords.
What is next?
Missiles won't get through.
We are pretty busy here.
Trying to organize some supply trucks.
Let's build. We will live in prosperity.
And we're trying to get some nuke mix going.
Emission rate steady.
Right, so the EMP here was pretty weird. You'll see in a second why.
We will live in prosperity.
Like, I don't think I've seen this before. Look, you see those MiGs that were about to take off? They didn't technically take off. Look, I blow up the airfield, and bam, all the MiGs go down. Like, what the hell was that? I don't think I've ever seen that before. So that was a bit lucky there. Anyway, they try and take out some of the green stuff. Last bits, last whatever he has. I was just hoping he wasn't level 3. It's all the Overlords I had lost. But I don't think he was. And then it was basically GG here for green. Just had to kill the command center, and that was it. Oh man, so that basically kills off green, right? But then there's still blue and cyan to worry about. So, you know.
We will live in prosperity.
And I was like, what should I do? Should I go heavy on the nukes? Let's go heavy on the nukes. So here's the thing, I felt a bit scared going down to kill that dozer there in the CC, because I wasn't sure if he had mines. And then Cyan comes in. Like I said before, Cyan's a good player. He will have better tactics and stuff. And here comes annoying me with these little buses. Trying to sneak in. China has a hard time dealing with buses, but luckily I had some nuke mix. But I'm really just concerned about green. I want to kill green. I want to kill the CC. Look, he did have mines, so I couldn't even have moved my overlord down. Dozer goes down, and that's the end of green, really. I do some predictive arty. And green's basically dead. The only thing I gotta do is kill the war factory, kill the barracks, and then he has no more production, so he'll be dead.
Speaker tower ready soon.
Yes, we actually killed the nuke. Man. Should have cancelled that scaffold there. I don't know why I did. Very bad of me. Very bad. So I was having a bit of an annoying time with the buses. I'm deciding, should I go for a counter push? Should I defend myself? But anyway, green is out now, so I could try and take that money.
I am big.
And then I see blue and I'm like,
complete.
you know, I'm still scared of blue because blue did actually engage my army. So blue is probably going to work together with cyan here. So I got to make some decisions, you know, like what am I going to do? Who am I going to kill? I could try to go for blue and then look.
Missiles won't get through.
This is just so hard to deal with. Look how much I lost. Insane.
Inputting coordinates.
Oh, he stole my dozer.
General,
Oh, damn.
our base is under
I
attack.
didn't even notice that.
China has been
Mission rate steady. Labeling power.
Well, here's the thing, right? I had to make a
Unit
choice. If I go for blue, it's a real hassle because there's EMP Patriots. You know, I can't just go in with the Overlords all chill and stuff. You gotta like either get the guy low power, or you gotta get lucky and destroy all the EMP Patriots and all that stuff. Either gotta do that, or I don't know, man. It's just tough. So I was like, you know what? Let me go for cyan. Let me try and kill whatever income he has,
Rate steady.
because he probably doesn't have that much. Because I killed the other oils,
Inputting coordinates.
and he had quite a decently sized army, which means most of his money went to army. And look at these Overlords, man. They can just shred the armies, no problem. They're pretty good.
Attacking our base.
Because I went for a counter push, I kind of took a bit of a risk. My left side got kind of screwed up there. I see the CC, I'm like, where's he getting that from? You know? But yeah, now that I watch it back, now that I watch the video back, I'm like, now I know where he got it. Which point? Here, look, he doesn't actually have that many markets. So at this point, I know I'm in a good spot. Just quickly check out blue, and I'm like, that guy might be a bit worrying. He has good income with all those drop zones.
China is under attack.
I'm losing my left side here. Not the biggest of deals. It's okay. It's okay.
looks promising. We have
Everybody
big
said
plans.
defeated, so they're all watching.
We have discovered an enemy Legionnaire.
Yeah, so I do defensive mines. Mines are so good, man. I love mines. Such a good general power to have.
Black Lotus has been
Mission rate
discovered.
steady.
listening.
So the trick at this point is just keep his income low. That's it. Keep his income low, and you'll be good to go.
Infantry jammers on standby.
So immediately, look at that. I'm like, ooh, jackpot. You know, 2 oils in the market over there. Let's do that. Let's kill this market too here. He actually took my Overlord, the bastard.
Initiating air
We
patrol.
have big
MiG in
plans.
flight. Tactical fighter.
Quickly trying to get some more MiGs up.
I built for China. Construction
Unit
tank.
lost.
And another key component here in the GLA army, the GLA arsenal, let's put it that way, is the palace. The palace is always a key building you want to destroy because it prevents the enemy from getting Germans and black markets.
Fighter reporting.
So
MiG in
it's going to
flight.
keep my Overlords alive a little
Initiating
longer,
air patrol.
and it's also going to prevent him from getting that economy back up.
Academy will be ready soon.
And he could have actually gone Scud Launcher as well, but he didn't. Scud Launcher would have actually been very potent against my armies.
Let's take a look.
So here I'm actually debating, shall I go for the palace, shall I not? And I'm like, fuck it, let's do it. Let's kill the palace because that way he'll be really screwed because I pretty much took care of all his income. Still has a Jarman there. I don't know if you saw it come out of the tunnel there, but it just came out there.
Mission rate steady.
But that's basically it. He's screwed now. He's pretty much dead at this point. And then I saw like, oh shit, the guy's completely rebuilding his base on this side. But, you know,
Inputting
it's
coordinates.
not gonna go anywhere, man. It's not gonna work out.
Flare systems down.
China's air force.
CM tank. Mission rate steady. They won't know what happened.
So yeah, I think Cyan's biggest mistake was just investing too much in army and mainly the wrong units. If he went for Scud Launchers, I would have had a harder time, and he just mainly went quads and stuff. And buses. Buses are okay, but even against Overlords, buses are not that good. Capturing the army was a good idea, but he probably should have done that a little sooner if he could. But basically what happened is I was already in such a good position. I had so much income that there wasn't that much he could have done.
Emission rate
Blue
steady.
did help out a couple times, but Blue didn't help out often enough, you know? It like, those few Auroras came
Is it
in,
clear?
but that's it. Blue was mainly just sitting back. And I think that's a bit of a mistake from Blue. Like, if you declare war on someone, then just go all out, man. Have fun. And look, Blue freaking out, man. He's like, wow, this guy's got a nuke silo. Uh-oh. And I'm like, yeah, I also have a carpet bomber. You know, that's also pretty
General,
good.
our base is under attack.
But, you know, people freak out at super weapons. I don't know why. Why do they freak out at super weapons? You know? The nuke is like the worst super weapon. It even makes a noise of where it's gonna land. Like, you can literally go like, oh, it's gonna strike here. Let me move my Humvees out of the way.
Looks promising.
Literally. So it's like, you know. So because I caught on that he's using his Auroras to kill nukes, I was like, well, I'll just build another nuke. It's a great target, right?
MiG in
So
flight.
EMP coming in.
Combat air patrol on station.
Unit lost.
And that sort of opens the gateway for me to come in.
Missiles won't get neighboring powertrain.
There we go. Let's have some fun. Bottom right, you see blue as well doing something.
Is complete. Built for
I don't even know what happened to that army. I think he just kind of retreated because he needs to defend himself because of Overlords.
Noise level set.
Oh man. Overlord's so OP. Look at the nuke mix helping out. So good, so glorious. So the thing is, he actually went full fire bases, which is not a good idea. You want to go EMP Patriots because they just disable the Overlords. Maybe he went... Yeah, I don't know why he went fire bases. It's just not a good idea.
Unit lost.
Missiles won't get through.
And yeah, there we go. I'm in his base.
Neighboring powertrain.
I see the leaflet coming. See.
Frequency damage on standby.
So Super Weapon General has that advantage. It has the really good general powers quite early on.
We defend China's airspace.
So that's also always something to be careful of, guys. When you're fighting Super Weapon General, Air Force is worse, man. Air Force even has carpet bomber and stuff. You really got to pay attention to the mini map and to the edge of the map. And those Auroras are just a real problem.
Missiles won't get through.
Strap in and standing by.
Frequency damage on standby.
Alright, so going for the command center. Going for a command center is good to stop the general powers, as well as sort of closing out the game. You kill the command center, then you kill the dozers, and you're good. I got a Lotus here, so I'm just gonna capture with the Lotus instead. Save some time.
Our power is low.
We have big plans. China will launch.
I'm just building a couple more nukes. Why not?
This is the Overlord tank. Overlord is waiting.
And now I'm just semi-dozer hunting. Just kind of closing out the game. So even if he finds a way to kill my Overlords, he's basically dead, you know, like that.
This is the Overlord tank.
Strapped in and ready.
And there we go. GG's. Yeah.
We are victorious.
That was nice. Nice fun game, right? Nuke General, boys. Nuke General. Look at that. I like the stats. But yeah, look at the cash collected. That's just crazy. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. GG's. Bye-bye. See ya.